Nevertheless, let's get into the story time in college. The time that the only time in my life I've ever been put in a police car. All right. Now, before we even get into the story, I want to see ones in the chat if you think I was guilty, twos in the chat if you think I was not guilty and innocent. All right. So I'm gonna tell you a brief story on the time that I got put into a squad car. One in the chat if you think I was guilty, two in the chat if you think I was not guilty. Before you even hear any details whatsoever. I'm seeing some twos. Damn, 5011 put a 1 before everybody. Said that brother, he guilty. That brother is guilty. Julio said, look at his face. He hella guilty. Hey, what do you mean by that, brother? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? It looked like it's mixed. Goddamn, Rahul said, you black. He didn't even put a 1 or 2. He just said, you black. God damn. What does that mean? My feelings. Peyton done said 27. He said 27. But, okay, it looked like it's somewhat 50-50. King said I was fucked up. I was not. Raven put 99 on him. I appreciate you putting 99 cents on him. You got to drop $1 on there, goddammit. General Saw just became a member. Welcome. Now, let me tell you what happened. So in college, I was playing, and I told the story to Mr. GH2 earlier today. Oh, Jake put 10 on it. Said, I'm a little new to the NFL teams outside of my own. I don't get the rivalry between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. It is a Pennsylvania thing. You're both Pennsylvania, so and you're in different conferences. Don't you cheer for them? Well, apparently not, because they are in the exact same location. You pick one and you cheer for the other side. So there is that. Now, as for what transpired in college and how I ended up getting put in a squad car, as you guys know, I played college football at Alfred State. And the name that I used to go by, when my nickname was Nino, because when my hair was a little bit shorter and I was a little bit younger, I looked a lot like Wesley Snipes in New Jack City. Fun fact, never watched the movie. Now, let me let you know what happened. This is at the conclusion of my freshman year in college, and we are getting ready for spring practice. I believe we called it spring training, I forget what it was called. But we had team workouts, and we're getting ready to go to the gym. And evidently there was a bomb threat on the campus. So you guys are probably wondering, bomb threat on the campus? That's crazy. Anybody who's gone to Alfred State or know of Alfred State, the fitness center or their athletic, complex was called Orvis. I'm not sure if it's still called Orvis. I haven't been there in 8 years. However, we were now waiting to get our team practice going because they were sweeping the building. And basically, what ended up happening was, because of this here bomb threat on the premises, they had dogs searching the location. The locker room, evidently, they had cleared it, so we were able to go in, get changed, and begin our workout. Unbeknownst to us, they had yet to check the locker room. So at the time prior to us going to the locker room, we were pretty much sitting down, on the floor or whatever, right? So what ended up happening was, as I was sitting there conversing with my teammates, Jalen Hurts is sacked in the backfield. Still have tension on my elbow, so if you guys was wondering why I'm not doing push-ups, my elbow is still absolutely shot. So once that gets, healed, for the most part, I think I'll give myself a full week, and then ultimately next Thursday I should resume with the push-ups, God willing. But we had gone from where we were sitting inside of the fitness center, or I should say the complex, to getting changed in the locker room and then going in and working out. Fast forward to us working out. We're on the row machine. We got our skilled play. We got our DBs together, wide receivers together, running backs together, O linemen together, D linemen together, quarterbacks together, cornerbacks together, safeties together. Well, all DBs were pretty much together. Special teams guys, kickers, punters, long snappers, they were all together. Right? We're all working out. Myself and the receivers were on the row machine. So I used to have a saying when I was in college, be a man. I used to always say that every single time we would do a set. So whenever you would get to, whether we were doing like 4 sets of 10, 5 sets of 8, whatever the case was, I would always get somebody to do 3 additional reps because I'd always say, be a man, when you're doing your thing. Sometimes I still tell myself till this day, right? So I'm in the midst of doing rows. And we're supersetting. So you're pretty much doing 2 sets in 1 sitting. Jalen Hurts is sacked again. The O-line for the Philadelphia Eagles are making that brother hurt. So here we are now. Do a little bit of a workout over here. I'm on the row machine. And I'm saying to myself, be a man. I look through my peripherals. And what do I see? This during the first set, before the second set for the superset. I see police coming down the steps, and now they're conversing with somebody at the front. They call the head coach. Shout out to Coach Kaba, damn bastard. And he goes outside, conversing briefly with the law enforcement. And everybody who played on the team, we all had a assigned locker to our name. So if the police, University Police, uni, knew who exactly they were looking for, they would just give the locker number, and that would be assigned to a certain sort of player. The coach had the list, and then they would point out the player. So I see the University Police speaking to the coach. The coach now turns his head, looks towards the locker room, looks around, and then points. So when he points, the row machine is directly in the middle, right? There are some locations that are behind there, whether you were, I believe there was burpees that was going on back there, and no, the bench press was on the other side. What was the other next to the row machine? Cables. The cables was there. So I see my head coach, Coach Kaba, pointing. Let me make sure you can see the finger. He is pointing towards the middle, right? And when he's pointing towards the middle, I'm now beginning my second superset. But everybody's focus is towards the police because we're trying to figure out why the University Police is here as the game is tied up in the third quarter, 14-14. So I see him pointing, and it seems as if his finger is in my direction. Kyle, I will be getting to your donation slight. So I see the finger in my direction. So I am in the midst of my rows, and I'm looking towards my peripheral, and I see him pointing. So I turn my head, and now I'm speaking, because usually I'd be doing it while I'm doing the rows. I would say, be a man, be a man. And then I stop saying be a man. I'm like, yo, he pointing to somebody over here? Immediately, I look towards my left, towards the cables, where I believe the running backs were doing their workouts. So the coach comes inside. I'm like, yo, what the hell was y'all doing, right? And he says, Nino. So at first, when I hear it, I'm like, that's bizarre. It seemed like there was point over there, and then he said my name. Maybe I didn't do enough reps. We were supposed to do 8. I'm sitting here at 7. I'm like, well, obviously I'm not done with my set, so I got another one that I got to do. He says it again, Nino. So I say, I beg your pardon? I'm like, yeah, coach, what's up? He's like, yo, come here. I'm like, come here. I'm in the middle of my set. He's like, no, come here. So I said, ah, shit. I walk up to him, and he's like, yo, the officers want to talk to you. So for a split second, I'm like, officers want to talk to me. Why would they want to talk to me? There's a bomb threat that was allegedly in the location. Now let me get to the donation before I continue with it. Kyle put 10 on, said, I'll be doing sit-ups in your honor, 20 sit-ups per TD. I'll still stay. I'll still stay that as someone who played lacrosse, don't play like a chump because I can't say bitch. Fair enough. Zai put 10 on and said, I was expecting the Texans to get their asses pushed in prison style by now. Way to stay in, fellas. Correct. They are staying in it. Ryan put 2 on, said, sup, Chiz? My hockey team sucks, so I'm tuning in. Well, fair enough. That'll happen. So Coach Kaba calls me up there and says that, hey, the police would like to speak to you. I'm like, that's bizarre. I could have swore, there was a bomb threat that they was that they were interested in. So now I'm talking to the police, and they say to me, hey, so you guys heard, there was a bomb threat going on. I'm like, yeah, man. You guys find out what was going on? That was very concerning. We were just over here trying to get a workout, and luckily we was able to start the workout. And mind, the whole time I'm just thinking we striking up conversation because I didn't think anything of it. So then they say to me, yeah, so we were looking through the locker room, and we was actually able to find some residue in the locker room. I'm like, oh, word? That's crazy. Damn. So if there was some residue in the locker room, well, surely, that's kind of concerning because we were just coming here to come work out. Mind you, this whole time, I'm completely oblivious to what's happening, right? I don't have a clue. And pretty much when they walked in, because I forgot to do the reference. So pretty much when they came down the stairs, they didn't necessarily have to announce, who they were. They came down the stairs, and we all knew that.
Where we come from, we are the police.
We are the police.
The police of Haiti.
The police of Haiti.
Nice Haiti.
Nice Haiti.
Beautiful Haiti.
Beautiful Haiti.
Sweetie Haiti.
Sweetie Haiti.
Sweetie. Sweetie Haiti.
Sweetie Haiti.
Oh, God.
So, sweetie, they were not the police of Haiti. They were the police of Alfred State University. So, they said, hey, so we found some bomb residue inside the locker room. So I'm sitting there like, oh, no, they in the locker room. That's terrible. I'm like, shit, man, if it was in the locker room, then is our clothes safe? I'm literally sitting here like, yo, is our clothes safe? They said, well, we need you to walk with us. So now at this point, I'm like, walk with you. First off, I figured my trajectory was to become like a team captain, but I wasn't there yet. So them singling me out was bizarre. Mind you, at this point, I'm still oblivious of what's happening. So I look back towards the wide receiver room, and they looking at me like, the fuck going on? I'm looking at them like, the fuck going on? So I walk with the doggone policeman. We go back to the locker, and I see my clothes laid out. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Somebody must have tried to get me. Somebody broke into my locker? Who the fuck broke into my locker? So then the cops was like, we found bomb residue on your sweatpants. And I'm over here like, get out of here, Carl. What? There was bomb residue on my sweatpants. Who broke into my locker and put bomb residue on my sweatpants? So then I'm over here speaking with them like, yo, something not right. They said, yeah, we got to go back to your room and search your room. I'm like, yo, somebody out here to get me. What's going on? So then I walk with them outside, right? We exit. Mind you, it's about 7 policemen. They got the dogs with them and everything. So I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I take my clothes with me and everything because obviously I ain't going to be able to go back and work out at this particular point. At least I assume so. I go with the cops. And when we get to the squad car, I'm standing there. I'm like, well, this is bizarre. The squad car. And we about to go back to my dorm. Wait a minute. So reality was starting to set in here. The whole time, I'm like, yo, what? There was a bomb threat? There was residue on my pants? Wait a minute. Somebody trying to get me. And then when we was getting ready to get in the car, mind you, there was no cuffs, there was nothing like that. So I'm getting ready to get in the car, and some just told me like, yo, what? Yo, you might want to assess what's going on. So I get in the car, and I'm sitting there for a little bit, right? And I'm sitting there. The other cop get in, and then the two, and I wasn't even in the back seat. I sat in the front seat because I told them, like, yo, I never been inside of a cop car before. You mind if I sit in the front seat? They're like, yeah, no problem. So I sit in the front seat, and they still holding my clothes in the back seat. Well, I should say they put it inside the trunk because it was the was it the SUV? It was the SUV. So they lifted up the back, they put it in the trunk, and 2 other cops got in the back seat. So now I'm like, wait a minute. Because when I got in the car and then I closed the door, I said, hold on. I can't be this naive, right? So I say to myself, wait. I'm getting in the squad car. They said there's a bomb threat. They put residue. They said there was residue on my pants. I'm getting in the squad car, and we going back to my dormitory. Hold on. Wait a minute. Do they think I'm the perp? So now I'm in the car. I'm losing my shit. We didn't even take off yet. So now I'm like, hold on. I'm doing the Zach Galifianakis when the math equations is coming off in front of me as the Philadelphia Eagles have the football. Miles Sanders' knee was down in the backfield. So it's going to be a tackle for loss. It's fixing to be called right here. I'm doing math equation. Like, hold on, wait, whoa. I'm looking like Peter Griffin. We didn't even take off yet. Whoa. Hold on here. Do they think I'm trying to be Osama? They think I'm part of the Taliban? They think I'm in Al Qaeda? Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought I was a victim. So I'm in the car. And now it's starting to set in. So my anxiety, because I'm not somebody who has anxiety or angst, right? I'm not somebody who has anxiety or angst or anything. I'm sitting in the car. And now we drive into my dorm. My dorm is maybe, if you drive, it's like 3 minutes away. I'm sitting in the car like, yo, it's over for me, son. Fit the description color. It's a wrap, son. I had these high hopes. High hopes. And I'm in the car. We driving to my dorm. And I'm just sitting there like, yo, it's a wrap. First thing that comes to mind was my roommate at the time. Fuck you, Dylan. We went to high school together, but he could eat a dick. I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Yo, he smoked weed. Yo, if he got weed in the room, it's over for us. Because they already think I'm the perpetrator. All I do is drink, but I get drinks from other people. I don't have anything that's inside the room. But because they already assume that I'm guilty, they assume that I'm the perp. They assume that I'm Osama Chiseled Adonis. It's over if there's anything inside the crib. Then I remembered that my roommate, that fat son of a bitch Dylan, had a bottle of Taylor Port inside of his 32-inch, 43-inch, 50-inch Vizio TV box. And now I'm like, yo, if they find the alcohol, the place he put his box is in the middle of the room, so they wouldn't be able to differentiate between who who it belongs to, so they might assume it's mine. And now there's 2 squad cars that pull up at my dorm. It's been 3 minutes. We now get to the dorm. The other squad car is here. Another squad car pull up. Total, there was 3 cops with me, 3 cops in the other squad car, another 3 cops in the other squad car. It's 9 cops. Coming out of the 3rd squad car is 2 dogs. I don't know if it's K9. I don't know what the deal is. So now it's 9 cops, 2 dogs, and I'm sitting there like, What the fuck? I was just trying to work out with my team. I'm going to jail. It's over. Mind you, this is a semester after my academic scholarship was terminated. Why? Because my scholarship only covered 25% of the total tuition, room and board, and everything like that. But turns out there was a fine print. I had to maintain a 3.5 GPA. I can't remember if 3.5 gets you on the dean's list. I think 3.7 gets you on the dean list. I think 3.5, I don't know if there's an honor roll in college. I don't know what it is. All I know is at the conclusion of my first semester, you know what my GPA was? 3.44. So because it was 3.44, they had to round down instead of rounding up if it was 3.45. So guess what? I lost my scholarship. I'm taking out student loans that I'm never going to pay. My parents also paying out of pocket at a percentage. $888 per semester they had to send out their pocket. So now I'm sitting over here like, I'm going to jail and I'm paying to go to school. Wait a minute. So now we get out the car. All of the cops walking with me. We not even taking the elevator. We going up the stairs. The dogs is hur, hur. Where my dog's at? Hur, hur, hur. Where my dog's at? Hur, hur, hur. They making noise. Everybody coming outside. What's going on? What's happening? Oh my God, Nino, how are you? Why are you with the police? No. And I went to school upstate New York, so there was nothing but white people. Oh my God, what's going on? I thought he was one of the good ones. He's with the police. I knew he sold drugs. I sucked his dick last week. He's a drug dealer. Susan, we had a threesome with him. I can't believe it. We were with the criminals. Ashley, could you believe it? He's a criminal. Interception by the Philadelphia Eagles, picked up by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. All you had to do was intercept the football, C.J. 5 straight games with a pick for C.J. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? I'm walking through the halls. The police is walking with me, escorting me to the second floor. The dogs are still, where my dog's at? Where my dog's at? Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button already. We got 900 in the building. We only got 434 likes. It's ridiculous. The dog's still making noise. And in my mind, I'm thinking Dave Chappelle. Thank you so much, Richard. I'm thinking Dave Chappelle. I'm thinking Dylan, because he spits the hot fire, but he better not have no doggone fire inside this goddamn room. We get to the door. They say, hey, could you open the door? And I'm sitting here like, I guess I can. The whole time, the only thing I'm thinking in my head is, guess who's going to jail tonight? Guess who's going to jail tonight? It's me. We go inside. This motherfucker playing a free trial of Metal Gear Solid, whatever the fuck the name of the writing game was. He see the cops. He get up like DJ Khaled. Yo, what's going on? Chest up. A.J. Brown in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They take the lead. This man can't be stopped. 4 touchdowns in the last 2 games. He get up like DJ Khaled. Yo, what's going on, you know? Yo, what's going on? Why there's so much police here? And I'm like, they tell him step outside before I could even tell him, like, you gotta chill. They tell him step outside, and now me and him just standing there. He like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, fam, I ain't do nothing. I sound like Joey Diaz. You don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. Usually if they're gonna pick you up, it's because you did something. I did nothing. And I'm over here like, it's just the 2 of us. We outside, just the 2 of us. And I'm just outside like, we got 9 cops. Well, pardon me. 6 cops went inside with the 2 dogs. Where my dog's at? Where my dog's at? Actually, one of the dogs was a bitch. So one of the other dogs was, the other dog was, I guess it's one of them bitch dogs or whatever. So I'm over here outside, me and Dylan, we like, he's like, what you did? I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. They said they found bomb residue on my pants. He said, bomb residue? He wore glasses. Fam, when I talk about anime, his eyes almost popped through his lenses. And now, these cops inside, they searching. He like, you knew I had that bottle of Taylor Port. Why would you let them go inside? I'm like, why would I let? At this point, I'm speaking like, what was his name? Call Me Rennie. When they had the video, like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm over here like, motherfucker, you think I would have known if the goddamn bottle was in there? You think I got leverage to tell these motherfuckers? No, I got a bottle of Taylor Port in the goddamn television box. Don't go inside until we move it, you stupid fat motherfucker, you. So, they go inside the room. Fam, when I tell you they tear the shit up, it's like an episode of Looney Tunes. All I hear is nice inside the room. Cabinets being open, drawers being open. Underneath the bed being torn apart. They searching. I still hear the dogs. Where my dog's at? Where my dog's at? The other dog. Where my dog's at? It sounded like a Jamaican on the DJ. Like, this bitch ass dog in there making noise. At least the other dog, where my dog's at? They searching. After like 9.5 minutes, I don't know why it took so long. After 9.5 minutes, they exit the room. They're like, yeah, you good. So now I'm like, I beg your pardon? I look inside the room. There's clothes everywhere. You would have thought it was the inside of a bin for Salvation Army. There's clothes on the ceiling. We had a ceiling fan. There's clothes hanging up there. There's clothes on the computer. There's underwear on the goddamn television box. But I think it was there before. Dylan was a dirty motherfucker, but we ain't talking about that right now. One way or another, they end up saying, oh, you all right? Yeah, there was nothing that was found here. My neighbors are still outside. Everybody in my dormitory, they still outside. The ladies are still talking. Oh, my God. What's going on with Nino? I thought he was one of the good ones. He's a criminal. Is he selling drugs? Did I suck the dick of a drug dealer? I am dangerous. I'm a Christian woman. I can't believe he was selling drugs. Oh, my God. My ex-girlfriend, my boyfriend, he sold methamphetamines. I told God I would turn it around. I got with the black man. Obama was president. I said, yes, we can. But I said, yes, we can suck a black man's dick. So I sucked Nino's. But he's a drug dealer. They still outside. And now the cops say, yo, you good. So when they said I'm good, because my entire life I knew I was, gonna be a comedian at one point. I knew I was an entertainer. So I said to the cop, the first thing that came to mind was, yo, y'all gonna give me a ride back to the fitness center? Can I get a ride back? They look at me. First thing that came to mind, because it was about 4 seconds of silence. So, you know that the Thugnificent clip that I use with the Boondocks, where they stare at you like, man, what the fuck is you talking about? Man, what the fuck was that? Shut the fuck up. They staring at me. Nah, they go about their business, and the dogs are still barking. Where my dog's at? Where my dog's at? Bitch ass dog. Where my dog's at? Where my dog's at? And the cops end up leaving. And now everybody outside, mind you, this is the spring of 2013, because the fall of 2020, or I should say the fall of 2012, remember that was election season. So it was Obama versus Mitt Romney. I had all kinds of Republicans on my floor. I didn't have any affiliation. I ain't vote. It was the absentee ballot during that time. I ain't go vote during that time. Fuck, I look like going on my way to vote. Fuck vote. So they was over there like, I knew he was like that. What a black guy. I knew he was like that. One of the motherfuckers sounded like Ned from South Park. I knew he was one of them. He walked around with his academic scholarship. I knew he was a drug dealer. I had a feeling he looked like that. I saw his parents. His parents may have came in suits and dresses, but I knew he was a drug dealer. He's from Brooklyn. Everybody from Brooklyn's a drug dealer. The white women still outside. I can't believe they got Nino. When I slept with him, did I use a condom? I hope so. But if I didn't, I'm going to have a black baby. He might be dangerous. So, I got to go back to practice. And me and Dylan, we stand at each other as the dog and the cops is walking off. But now it's an echo. I can hear the dog as they going down the stairs. Where my dog's at? Where my dog's at? I can't hear the bitch ass dog. So, the cops is now gone. They're not going to give me a ride back to practice. And now I got to ponder, because the total time of this in total is about 17 minutes I've been out of practice. We were working out for 20, well, it wasn't 27. It was about 18 minutes we was into the workout. And now we got to put our stuff back because I'm not about to just leave the room torn up, fucked up, and shit. So I say, all right, I'll put the clothes back. Me and Dylan not even conversing. We not saying a single word. He like, yo, what the fuck, man? You bring the cops here and shit. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? The first words that came out of his mouth. Fam, when I tell you I was chest first, I look like an Italian after somebody dropped gabagool on the floor. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? How dare you? I'm moving like a crab. Remember that crab in the episode of Family Guy? Nope, no, 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 no. I'm moving like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? You think I wanted to bring the police here? I did nothing. They said it was bomb residue on my goddamn pants. What you want me to do, pussy? So we put our clothes back. That take about 7 minutes or so. I'm pondering whether I want to go back to practice to go weightlift. I say, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a dip. So I'm like, yo, I'm going back to practice. He's like, yeah, all right, whatever. I'm like, you fat son of a bitch. We never going to be cool anymore. And after that moment, we wasn't as cool as we used to be. But he could eat a dick, by the way. Fat motherfucker. But I now go outside. White folks still outside. I knew he was a drug dealer. There was no doubt in my mind. He wore sweatpants and flip-flops in the cold. He used to wear a tank top and nothing else. Nobody but drug dealers goes to class in the snow with flip-flops on and shorts and a tank top. I knew he was a drug dealer. Look at those muscles. He's got to be dealing something. The white women outside. He's dangerous. I'm turned on right now. Do you want to fuck again? I don't have any condoms. What if you get me pregnant? My child's gonna be dangerous. That's actually getting me turned on. Why do I like this? I was in a grown Christian household, but I like him. Are you gonna come by tonight? So, I now go down the steps, and I exit to head back to, and I'm walking. The whole time I'm walking, ain't nothing but sorrow going on in my mind. Like, yo, I got to face my teammates, man. I'm going to wrap it up right here because the third quarter about to be over. So I walk back to Orvis, and I walked. I would jog up the hill because I had a hill kind of campus. I walk back to, Hazari said this guy's hilarious. He should do comedy for a living or something. I should do comedy for a living. Boy, I do comedy for a living, stupid. I do comedy for a living. That's what I do for a living. What you talking about? I should do a living. I should do comedy for a living. That's what I do. The fuck? The hell you think I'm doing over here? Oh, he's just a streamer. He only gets online. I do comedy for a living, stupid. We ain't talking about that right now. So I walk back. I go back to the dorm, or I should say I leave the dorm, I go back to the workout area, and my whole team, it seemed as if they stopped working and they was waiting for me. I walked through the door, it looked like the scene in Get Out when, what was his name? Was it Chris? I forget what his name was. But when he was walking upstairs and everybody stopped, it looked like the fucking mannequin challenge. I come down the stairs to the fitness center. Everybody in the middle of their rep, they stop. Yo, what the fuck going on? I'm like, yo, fam, I don't know what happened, son. They said there was bomb residue on my pants. They brought me in the squad car. I was freaking out. Mind you, I called my father while I was walking. I don't really need to disclose the information. The only thing that I have to say about that, because, well, I can't remember the whole conversation. All I remember was I was like, yo, Dad. Yo, they tried to arrest me. What? And now all I remember was him just screaming, what, through the phone. I was like, shit. That's the only thing I remember. I can't remember the rest of the conversation. All I knew was I'm like, yo, Dad, I think I got arrested. What? That was the only thing that I remembered. This man was at work. I never heard a scream that loud in my entire life. No part of me. He wasn't at work. He was home recovering after tearing his Achilles due to a bad step after Hurricane Sandy. That's a story for a different time. Then again, I can't really tell the story. I was away at school. But I go back to practice. Everybody like, yo, what the fuck going on? I'm like, fam, I don't know what happened. They said there was bomb residue on my goddamn pants. They took the clothes from the locker room. Mind you, they just left the clothes inside the room. They didn't give me the clothes back. I had to find where the clothes was when I was searching through all where the pants and all the clothing was at to put them back in. It was ridiculous. But went back to work out. Everybody kept questioning me, yo, what was going on? How was everything going? I pretty much explained everything to my teammates or whatever. We went outside, we ran our routes, we had ourselves a good time, and that's pretty much the end of that. I nearly got my ass arrested for a bomb threat when I was in college. That is the conclusion of the story. And we're going to leave it at that. God damn, I didn't expect us to go this goddamn long. I wonder if somebody was screen recording it. I'm pretty sure Peyton or Guy was recording it. But yeah, that's how I nearly got arrested when I was in college. Nevertheless, we at the tail end of the first quarter. Hit the like button, man. I done gave you a goddamn story I was holding on my heart. No, literally, I forgot. I never told the doggone story. But that is pretty much the conclusion of that. Oh, by the way, if you guys are wondering if I slept with them white girls who was inside my dormitory, one of them, she did get the dende, but we ain't talking about that right now. One way or another, your boy was not guilty of any of the crimes that they had pitted against me, and I did not see 25 to life. But that is pretty much what transpired over there. So I'm not a criminal, but if I was, I'd be a smooth criminal. But we ain't talking about that right now. Oh, and as for the bomb threat, turns out it was a Fox kind of situation. So there was nobody who ended up getting arrested, at least to my knowledge. But they pretty much searched me. Nothing ever happened. That's the end of that. Demon put 2 on it. Said, you getting help. No more. No more. Y'all be safe. Well, there it is. Demon, Demon put 50 on. Pardon me. End of an era. Henry put 2 on and said, "You're getting help. No more. Y'all no more. Y'all be safe." Great. Thank the Lord. This brother's finally going to go see some doggone therapy or some of that nature. Demon put 50 on and said, "Story of the year." Peyton put 5 on and said, top 5 story of all time. But a couple things. What was this residue? To be honest, there was nothing on my pants. There was literally nothing that was on my pants. I washed them shits maybe 4 times. Yeah, I washed them shits maybe 4 times. Still, till this day, I don't know what the hell this residue was. There was nothing that was there. Nothing was visible. Nothing of that nature. I don't know what it was. And I told Mr. GH2 earlier when we was out at lunch, I had said maybe there was something that was some sort of substance that was on the floor when we were just sitting inside of the waiting area, inside of the entire athletic center. But whatever the case was, there was no residue that was on the pants. I washed it like 4 times. Nothing came off. It looked exactly the same. So it's very perplexing. I ended up throwing them out maybe 6 years ago because they actually ripped along the side. But I've wore them maybe in one of like 2016 videos. Maybe the video when I was battling the raccoon, I probably was wearing them. In 2016, I was probably wearing them. So those were the sweatpants. I would have to go back and look. But I still had them when I started the channel. I still had them. 2, you said, we'll be screen recording this tomorrow. Don't worry. Hey, no problem. And you put 2 on, said, Molly John, ass whipping stories, the only one ahead. Molly John, that was crazy. And ass whipping was crazy. Shout out to my dad, man. I always bring up to him, like, yo, you ever miss, trying to whip my ass or anything? He always say, boy, you crazy. And he moves on with the rest of his day. He move on with the rest of his doggone day. Kyle put 2 on, said, I miss your super chat. Hold on, wait, give me a second. He scroll up. Okay. Kyle Pateno said, fun story for Storytime. I was pulled over for expired tags. The cops accused you of trafficking drugs. I used it against him in court because he had no proof. Dude lost and showed up and took an L. Well, there it is. I'm happy he was able to walk away with a W. A lot of times cops, because it could be quota season, going to do anything in their power to get themselves some money off of you. MDJ put 2 on it. Said, Criminal Minds, Bow Team, coming for you, brother. Ain't that the truth? Candace Pateno said, just got here and I'm rolling the floor laughing at your story. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. And then Kyle Patuan said, I miss you, super chat. You'll love the story. Well, there it is. But I'm glad you was able to win in court. But shit was absolutely wild. Okay, it was absolutely wild. But